says we're live. Yay. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Let's wait a couple of minutes and see if anybody else pops in. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm so tired this week. It has been quite a busy week. Told y'all I probably wouldn't be on Wednesday, Thursday because my daughter was coming and she was going to help clean my carpets, and that got done, so yay. Yesterday I had errands to run and was kind of putting things back together from moving everything out from cleaning carpets. Y'all know how that goes. So thought we'd go ahead and come on today and maybe finish up our little mini album that we started last Sunday, I think it was. So it's ready to finish up. I've already cut a few things to go in here, another waterfall, and should be easy to get it finished up and done. Hi Dana, how are you? I'm doing well. Had a few minutes, thought I'd hop on and do a little something. Was waiting for see who else comes in and hangs out with us. But anyway, I already measured for my waterfall, and they will be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I want to go ahead and get the main page parts done. I've made a little pocket to go on this page, and I have made a belly band for this page, small one, and another waterfall for the back, I think. I'm thinking about swapping this and put the belly band here, put the other waterfall on here, and then put the little pocket on the back. Is what I'm really thinking about doing. So, but before I can do that, I've got to get the main background pages down. So let's see what we've got. I'm using, this album is only, oh, what is it? It's 4, I think I've done 6. Yeah, it's a little 4 by 6, and it's a landscape design. And I done it this way so we could use the 4.5 by 6.5 paper, because a lot of people that live in other countries cannot get the 12 by 12 papers. They're quite dearly over there. So I thought, you know, maybe if you have a friend that lives, you know, in a different country where they can't get 12 by 12s very easy, it wouldn't be a lot for you to tear a few nice sheets out and mail them to them even. You know, nice little rack. Sitting in the truck, out of town. Aw. Why are you sitting in the truck, honey? You stuck in traffic? Oops, I keep going back to that page, and I need this page. I don't think that one's big enough. We'll have to use it on the, yeah. Trying to remember which ones I used. I kind of like that. And if I just put a little belly band, that would be cute. And then run the little belly band across. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And we're going to have to cut it down to 3 3/4 and 5 3/4 to get it to fit. And I'm not even pulling out a paper trimmer. Not everybody has a paper trimmer. So I'm using a ruler and a straight edge. So, and my map that's down here. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3/4, but I want the other end. So I messed that up. So I know I want to keep that on there. So I'm just going to lay this down here. I like the wider edge of my ruler towards where I'm going to cut and line up. It's just the way I like to do it. If you like to do it a different way, do what works for you. And then we need, let's see, 5, and we need 3 3/4. So 1, 2, 3, 3/4 this way. You know, if you don't have a big paper trimmer, go to the Dollar Tree or your hardware, or even your husband's toolbox, and you know, it works. Like I said, not everybody has the big paper trimmers and all that, and you don't have to have it. So that works pretty good. That'll look cute on there, right? So let's get this one glued down. I got so much on my desk, it's a miracle I can see anything. Alright. And I'm just using, it's 3-in-1 by Beacon. It's what I've got on my desk. I've got Fabri-Tac on my desk. You know, use what you have. If all you have is Elmer's glue or Aleene's, use it. You don't have to go out and get all the fancy stuff to make a small album or anything, you know. It's yours. Do what you want with it. There is no right or wrong. But I'll tell you, once you make one little album, and you'll be hooked. You will be hooked because they are so much fun to decorate and do, and you can do so many different things with them. You know, you're not just stuck into a certain layout. My paper is giving me, it's not probably really the paper today, it's probably my hands not working as well. See, it's down too far that way. I am having issues this week with my hands. It happens. You get over it and you move on, you know. That looks good. Happy with that. Roll some of that glue off my fingers that I have on them. Now, that little belly band that I cut, I'm just going to cut a little bit of this off and put it on there. I think that'd look really cute if I could get maybe part of that 37 from the tape measure on there. I just think that would be so cute. So let's see, this is a 1/2 inch. I'm going to cut it down to 1/4 inch. That's all I'm going to do. See if I can. My glue is going nuts over here, y'all. So anyway, just line it up and turn that over. Cut off 1/4 inch. I know 1/4 inch isn't a lot, but it will make a difference. I'll be honest with you. If you add it, it'll just make that little belly band pop a little bit. That's all we're doing. So, but yeah, if you don't have a big cutter, don't worry about it. Alright, then we still need to cut off a little bit on that end, down to 5 3/4. That's at 5 3/4, so it should fit. Oh, no, because I need to cut off about 1/4 inch. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to line it up here, and I'm going to cut off. And I'm not doing it with scissors because I can't even see them on my desk right now. Let's get this down on here. Won't take but a sec. But any little embellishment that you do makes a big impact in the long run. It really does. So let's line that up. Get it on there as good as you can. May not be perfect, that's fine. I'm going to ink it up now that it's on there, just to kind of give it a little bit more oomph to it, you know, because there just wasn't enough to hold on to try and ink up before I got it on there. And I'm using my Distress ink in Vintage Photo. That's what I've got out, and it'll be fine. And I'm just barely going over this edge. And it will make a big difference. Like I said, anything that you do to alter any of it makes a big impact. I used to think, it doesn't matter if you antique your edges, you know. And it does. It really changes the whole feel of your piece by doing that. Just that little step. Hey Kennedy, how are you? Not trying to ignore anyone, honey. My laptop is over there, so kind of makes it difficult sometimes to see what's going on. I need a paper towel. Hang on 1 minute. My glue is going pretty nuts. You gonna start talking now, Dolly? And I usually have my paper towel nearby, but it got moved when we moved everything to clean carpets over the last couple of days. I'm so happy my carpets are clean. I think I am going to use, no I'm not, I'm going to use this. I don't feel like fighting with the double-sided tape right now. So. And boy, is that glue mad today. Alright, I think I'm going to put it up just a little higher than I normally would. Kind of get it on there, centered. That looks pretty good. Yes, it is, Kennedy. I'm glad you understand. Some people don't get it. They just, you know, don't understand that you're looking one direction and doing one thing, and something can be another direction. I forgot to ink up that pink piece of paper too. See, I haven't done this in a few days, so I forget little things. But I can go back through and do it now. It's not a big deal. Keep that paper from flying up and nailing me in the face. I'll be good to go. You know, once you've done one of these and you've been working in it for a day or two, you kind of second nature everything, you know. Oh, I got to do this, I got to do this. And then when you haven't done it in a few days, there's little things you forget. So, but see, now don't that look completely different? I've even got a few little tags made that we're going to decorate and tuck in, so it'll be cute. It's just a small little album. Nothing big about it, you know, something nice and sweet. Now this side, I think I'm going to put this waterfall, and I've already cut it and inked my edges and everything and got it ready to go down. So we have to figure out our background for it. And like I said, I love this little book. It's called Kirby Teasdale. Wait till they go on sale at Hobby Lobby's where I got it. It was $8.99. I got 50% off during their sale. So, and you get 120 sheets, and they're 4.5 by 6.5. So they're perfect for a small album. I don't know why there's only 3 watching, honey. You know, it's Saturday and a lot of people are busy. So I never care how many I have. I come on, I do what I want to do. I enjoy chatting with the people whom are here. And, you know, that's just the way it is. So I like this, and it goes good with a lot of the other papers that we'll use on the waterfall, but I've got to cut it down to 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. So let's get it cut down. You know, and I really didn't have any notice that I was going live. So some days, you know, you have more than others. It's okay, Kennedy. It's just fine by me. I'm not here for you know, the amount of viewers. I'm here for whom is here. And, you know. Okay. So that'll look good there. Go in there just fine. So antique the edges. I mean, you know, with YouTube, I haven't been getting my notifications either. So, it's just the way it is. And I don't know who else may be on. Oh, when's your birthday? You have to tell me when your birthday is. Am I subscribed to you? I can't check while I'm live. September 21st. No, it's never too early. My mother's is September the 18th. And I have a granddaughter whose birthday is September, thinking around the 16th, 15th, 16th. So never too early. Well, I'll tell you what, I will get the word out, and we will make sure that you have an amazing birthday. Everybody deserves to have a nice birthday and shouldn't feel left out or alone. I'm very fortunate. I have a huge family, and, you know, they're always planning something. As a matter of fact, my husband's birthday is Tuesday coming up, and my daughter, my oldest daughter, hers is Wednesday. So we're going to have quite a busy, busy week. All right, I got to write this down, Kennedy, because I am old and I do forget things. All right, I got it. Okay. Now, let's see. Get all of our little waterfall pieces in here. I know I have to cut the bottom off of the last one, I think it is, because I made it a little bit too long. So by the time I line all that up, yeah, I have to cut off just a little tiny bit. So let's do that before we get to gluing them down and get that edge antiqued up. Usually I have quite a few people in my life, so I can't complain. I was very blessed the other day, and Stacey Evans was in my life for a while, and we all chatted and had a lovely time. So, just depends on what everybody's got going on, Kennedy. Aww. Hello, Misty. How are you? I need your help, Misty. Baby Crafter Kennedy, who's in the chat, she's alone, and her birthday is next month on the 21st of September. And I would kind of like, I'm going to make something and send her, and I thought maybe you could help me get the word out, because you're so good at things like that. Alright, let's line this up. Can't remember. Yep, I go right to there. Yay. I would like to make it a little special for her. Nobody should feel left out and alone on their birthday. You know? Nobody. And, you know, you're like I am. I'm blessed. I have a huge family with my kids and grandchildren and my mom that, you know, I always have a nice birthday. So, I would really, really like to make that happen for her. I keep standing up to make sure I'm going straight. Yay. Thank you. I appreciate that. And she was concerned because I didn't have a lot of people in my live stream. And, you know, I don't do it for the number of people in here. Some days you have more, some days you have less, you know. It's just the way it happens. I bet you I did glued down the one I cut off too early, so I got to trim this one. I'll trim it in a bit. It won't hurt nothing. I'm trying to get them all in there so we can get everything decorated. We don't have a lot left to do. I've got to get, where are my magnets? Because I know I need a magnet to hold this little bugger down. There they are. Which ones? These little suckers are strong, let me tell you. Ugh. If I don't drop them. I dropped a bunch of them the other day, and they grabbed onto my shelf, and here I was looking on the floor for them. So, let's see. Lay that there. That'll work, and have it up far enough. Shoot, I forgot to get it under here. I'll have to bring this up and re-glue it down, but it'll be okay. Let's see if I got it in the right spot now. Yeah, that'll work. That'll be fine. See, I can fix it. Come on, glue. Help me out. I'm bad at forgetting little things sometimes. It happens. It just happens. Alright. Now, let's see. Get some double stick tape for that bugger because they are something else to deal with. Hi, little dude. Crafty is Misty, and she has a YouTube channel. She Has a couple of them, as a matter of fact. She's very, very talented. You get a chance, subscribe to Misty's channel. You'll enjoy it. I promise. You'll enjoy it. Okay, let's see if I can get this little bugger. Like I said, my fingers are not working well today. Better than when we were having the storms move through, but not as good as they could be. Oh no, I taped it to the wrong piece. Come here. I need you to go the other way. See? Come here, tape. Let's get you on here. I have got sticky all over me. That glue, you get it on you. It's on you. Here to tell you. Alright, now I got it. There we go. Ha, see? Perfect. Just have to get my brain to functioning again today. You get that way too. Yeah, Misty will subscribe, and Misty shows up as often as she possibly can. You know, but she's a mother, and she doesn't always get to do what she wants to do, and we all understand that. It's just like, you know, I take care of my mom. So sometimes there's quite a while that goes by that I don't get to come on and do a live because there's just not enough hours in a day. But it happens to all of us. I like that little plaid, but I've used it, I think. I used that. I'm trying to stay in frame, y'all. It's not easy for me. Have I used those little flowers yet? On that one? I don't think I have. No, I like that. That's cute. So we're going to use that for our background. And I'm thinking maybe this newsprint look for the mat for the pocket. I think that would look really cute. I love this paper pad. It's very vintage looking. And it's by Paper Studio. It's a nice little paper pad. So let's see. Let's get it cut down to our 5 3/4. The birds are being nice today and quiet. And let's see, we need 3 3/4. And like I said, I'm just using what I got on my desk. I ain't dragging out a big old paper cutter, and you know, not everybody's got all the big tools, and if you're just starting out, this is a easy way to do this. You don't need the big tools. So, and you don't have to have the distressed ink either. You don't have to have any ink. See, I'm starting to get back into it. I've been in my head and on paper planning a different little kind of an album journal, and I'm thinking about, I've got some of that faux leather that I got at Hobby Lobby, and it's black, and I'm considering using it for a background and then paint a dragon eye and do one with the polymer clay, a dragon eye, and put it in the middle. Something very, very different. But I don't know. Kind of been just kicking it around, creating a Facebook account. Oh, that would be nice. You ought to do that. Yeah, I haven't broke them all out yet to use those. My Stampin' Up! Inks. Alright, let's get... It's a little shorter. I'm going to have to cut off another 1/4 of an inch, which is fine. And that'll line it up just perfect. Oops. Yeah, Kennedy, if you get a Facebook account going, I'll friend with you on there. A lot of us will. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. Cute, cute, cute. And you got to remember, if you're using paper that has a direction on it too, you want to watch for that. Oh, you're going to do Twitter and Instagram too? Ooh. Well, I am technologically challenged. And I don't do a lot of the other things. My daughter-in-law set my Facebook up a long time ago. She even made me one for my YouTube channel. A few people belong to it. But I don't do all that. I'm old, so I guess that's why. That looks so cute. Like I said, this paper is just, it's thin paper. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's not a heavy cardstock paper, you know. It's very thin. I don't know if you can even try to line them up and see if you can tell the difference in them. But, you know, it works. And it is a pretty little paper pad. Alright, now, this is, it is 5 3/4. So we need to go, let's see, it's 1 1/4, so I need 1 inch wide. And then I need to go down to 5 1/2, a little over 5, less than 5 1/2. So we'll go 1 inch. And let's see. Try right about there. Let's see how that works. Yep, Joetta Pichon. No, that's my real name. No, you can call me Joe. Everybody else does, sweetie. There is no disrespect at all. Like I said, yeah, Joetta Pichon is my name. And everybody calls me Joe. My mom calls me Jody. That was what they called me when I was little in school growing up. And then the older I got, I just became Aunt Joe and Joe. And so now it's just Joe. And I'm proud of that name. My grandmother on my mom's side, her name was Mary Etta. So that's where they got the Etta part. And my dad's middle name, he was Larry Joe. So they took both their middle names and put them together and come up with my name. So, pretty cool. That's my little mouthy Shih Tzu barking. Believe it or not, I have 5 dogs and 3 birds. And they're all right here in the house with us. The birds sometimes get extremely loud. So if you're in for a quiet channel, I'm not your channel. Ted, stop. We only had 4 dogs, and my daughter moved, and she couldn't take her dog with her, and I wasn't going to see her go anywhere else. So that's how we ended up with 5. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Now, for this, I am going to use my double stick tape to get it down, and then I'll trim it, because pockets get a lot of wear and tear, you know. Are you feeling any better, Brenda? I know you weren't feeling well the other night. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad. I am so happy that you are feeling better. Hate it when one of my friends don't feel well, you know? I'm hoping to finish this little album up today. We don't have much more to do on it, just a little bit. But, you know, if we get it done today, we do. If we don't, we don't. There's always tomorrow. Never stress over things. Brenda, are you going live after that, honey? Oh, you're creating your Great. Like I said, send me a friend request. I will friend you. Yeah, sometimes that double-sided tape is a little bit wider than what you need, and you've got to roll it back on itself, or it'll stick to everything. And that's never a good thing. Hubby went to work today. I ran the vacuum cleaner, cleaned the bird perches, and I had a few minutes and thought, well, I'm going to go live and say hi and see what's going on. Excuse me. Some days I'm good with this tape, and some days just not, you know. There, that got it off. Now, don't forget the glue stick trick. If you don't want it to go down right away, just go over it. Just cheap glue stick, too. This is Jots from Dollar Tree, and it gives me just that little second, you know, in case I don't get it down straight or right where I need it. So, gives me that little itty-bitty wiggle room, you know. And that went pretty good. I'm good with that. So there'll be a cute little pocket there. And like I said, we'll put a tag in it and decorate it. That'll be really cute. I got little ones. Here they are. So they'll fit in there. Those will be very cute. Yeah. All right. And then we got longer ones we can use in the belly band. So we're doing good. All right. Now we got to do the back inside cover. And I'm not sure what I want to put on there. Let's look and see what we got left. Got tons left. I want to use the butterflies, maybe. Those butterflies are gorgeous. Because nothing's going to be on it. It would be a nice little page. I like that. So, yep, that'll work. Alright, 3 3/4. that. And let's see, 5 3/4. And let's ink it up. I get this down, ladies. I got to sit up for a couple of minutes. My back is starting to feel like that sunburn feeling all over again. And I know it's the nerve damage. They've got me on medications, but you know, if you take the medicine the way they prescribe you to, you can't function. And you know, I can't be in La La Land just because I hurt. You know, I have other responsibilities. So, alright, let's get this one down, and then I can sit up, take a break, catch up on chat. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Oh, it's so good to see you. I need to get with you. I want you to show me how to do a, I want to send you, it's not a lot, but something I want to send you. And I need to get with you. So, oh, almost didn't make sure I had the direction going right, but I did, so that's good. All right, let's get that down nice. All right, so the inside pages, other than the waterfalls, and we've got to cut them, and there's 3 waterfalls in this little album. You have 3 here, pages. Then it flips. There's a cute little belly band there. There's a blank page here. There's a little pocket here. There's another waterfall here. Then I've done another belly band. There's another waterfall. And there's another little pocket and a blank page. So there's quite a bit in this little album. I mean, there's really quite a bit in here. I think I should have slid these over just a little bit. I'm going to see if I can get them to come up, because I may have to trim that. They just don't seem like my page. Well, it is okay though. Maybe it's something just don't feel right. This page doesn't feel right. Oh, I went past my, that's okay. I think I can get these up real quick and slide them over just a bit. It happens, you know. And luckily that glue hadn't had too much time to cure. So, it'll be alright. Never know it once we get them redone. And, you know, that 3-in-1, like Fabri-Tac, if it's not really cured down, you can kind of roll it off with your fingers and get rid of it. And I've got a glue eraser around here somewhere too, but it's going to be alright. Not going to need it. It's coming up. So, yeah, I went over that spine, even with the paper here, and I didn't realize that. I don't know how I managed that, but I'm going to peel this back. I'm going to lay that under there, and I'm just going to trim that little itty bitty piece off. It won't be that noticeable. Oops. Right there wants to give me a hard time. I don't know why. I'll glue that back down. It'll be all right. It's going to be so far in that seam, it's not going to be noticeable. Yes, tomorrow, Brenda. 3 o'clock, your channel, is what we agreed. Yep. Tomorrow at 3. So, if you're still up for it. All right. Yep, see, if you make a little goof, don't freak out. It's always fixable. See, I can go right back over that, and can't even tell it now. So, let's get these back down. Which one did I trim? This one. So, I'm going to take that off of here, because I can. Lay it down there on my scissors, because this is the bottom one. Alright, let's get this back together. Like I said, I'm glad I caught it before the glue really cured very well. Okay. Right there, and right there. Oops. Hope my head isn't in the camera's way. Looks fine. Alright. Okay, there we go. We got it. Looks good. Yeah, I'm glad you are feeling better, because nothing worse than feeling crummy. And you've been through the meal. I mean, really. Okay. Get you back up under there. Yep, nice and straight. Looks good. And then this little one. As I said, they'll go right back down. Didn't hurt the paper any, didn't tear the paper up. And if it did, you know, sometimes you may have to cut another piece. But we all make mistakes. Okay. And I like my waterfalls to be nice and straight on the edges. So now, this little bugger needs to go there. And there's that waterfall fixed. Okay. And now my book closes just fine. And it'll lay flat. So, not bad. Alright, I'm going to sit up for a minute and catch up on chit chat with y'all. So I can quit leaning over on my back so much right now. I know it's a pain in the butt, but I just can't do it. Yeah. Well, thank you, Misty. It got a little ink on the cover. We're not going to worry about that because whatever we put on the cover will pretty much cover it. And we made some flowers the other day that we're going to add to the cover. And I don't know, y'all buy these, they're like the Wink Stella. You know what I'm talking about? They're that, oh, that iridescent-y, they're just real pretty. They glittery. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Find a piece of dark. There's a piece of dark. And you just kind of, I don't know if that's going to show up very well or not. I'm hoping that I've got it kind of in frame. And it just shines and sparkles, you know. Well, anyway, these little buggers get expensive. I went to Hobby Lobby and I got, and I used my 40 off coupon, and it's called Iridescent Medium. It's for watercolors and stuff. It's in the artist supply things. And you get this whole 2.5 ounce bottle, and let me show you something. And that is the iridescent that it will give you. And even after it dries, it does not rub off. So you kind of get the same effect, a little bit cheaper. So I didn't know if anybody knew about that iridescent medium or not, but it works. And when it's dry, it doesn't rub off. Neither does the other one. I've got on my fingers, of course, from rubbing it on, but it doesn't come off, and it gives pretty much the same effect. Trying to get this. Oh, Kennedy, you're so cute. You use it. Yep. So, but, you know, I happened to find it, and I thought, I'm going to try that because, you know, these little boogers, what, the Wink Stellas are $6.99, and even with your 40 off coupon, you're not getting a lot in here. So I thought, well, I'd much rather use my 40 off coupon and buy this and use it. And you can mix this with, what is it, with paint? It says mix with transparent watercolor or apply over a dried wash. Particularly effective when mixed with transparent colors, especially over dark backgrounds. So, yeah, I likes it. And I went over some of the little flowers that we made the other day. I don't know if they're going to show up, but I did. I went over some of them with it, and I like them. And we're going to use some of these little flowers on the cover of this little album. So, oh. So, how's everybody doing? What do you need to make yourself? I missed something. Let me see. I missed chat. Oh, you'll do great, Misty. With rubbing alcohol and this stuff, or just rubbing alcohol when it runs out? because there's a lot of waste in those pins, I think. I lit me a cigarette, y'all. I sure did. Alright, we've got to do 6, 12, 18. So we got to cut 18 pieces, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 for the waterfalls. I don't like to do the outside of the album until I get the inside done because, you know, I like my front cover to be able to dry and look nice without flip-flopping it around. Just alcohol. Okay. Because there's so much of that little itty-bitty stuff in there, it gets left behind, I would imagine. But yeah, I've got some of those watercolor brushes, the empty ones. And I thought, because I know this doesn't rub off, but it is quite glittery. I was wondering if I could mix a little rubbing alcohol or water with it, you know, to get a lighter glitter. Okay. Yep. Well, have I gotten my thumbs down yet? Oh, I'm sure going to try it, Debbie. Alright, let's pick out papers. And I think I want to use this on my cover, on the front cover. And I like those little green roses maybe on the back cover. It just goes well together. So there's those. I can use these. I know I can still cut those out. Let's see, what else have we got? I'm not thrilled with that furniture, I'm going to tell you right now. Might use one of those too on the waterfall. So we got waterfall and we got tags yet to cover. So, no. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to get some, I know I want that butterflies from the back. Where'd they go? No, they're in here. There they are. We'll use that. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello. Hi.
That's cute. Oh, the blue. Use that blue. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with the silverware. I'm not thrilled with the furniture. I've got that one out. Well, let's see what we got with that to cut down and how far we get. So I'm going to start with those. I'm not going to add them in yet or anything. We're just going to get all of our 18 pieces cut down to the 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Kennedy, I have a Timna African Gray that talks, and I have 2 blue and gold macaws that talk. And you're listening to Dolly talk right now. Hi, Dolly. Dolly and Nova are my big babies. They are from the top of their head to the tip of their tail, they are 30 inches long. So they're quite large. Yes, Dolly, Dolly. So, and I love them dearly. They said some days they are quite loud. Some days they're pretty quiet. If they start to get a little too loud, I am going to, what did I do with that? 3/4, right? Yeah. Give them some more peanuts and stuff to try and quiet them down a little bit, but for the most part, they're okay. I haven't had Dolly and Bubsy for 3 or 4 months now, and they are really starting to talk a lot, and some words they say are very inappropriate. So I'm going to let you guys know that if you happen to hear a bad word, because I don't hear exactly everything that they say while I'm doing these, I go back through and watch. And if they happen to cuss, I will delete the video. But if you happen to hear it earlier, I apologize. There's nothing I can really do about it. So, just a heads up. Oh, let's see. Her mom told you a story about her friend mom who... Yes. Well, thank you. Hi, Andrea. But yeah, I do go back through and listen to the videos, and if they cuss, I will delete the video because there's nothing I can do about it. And, you know, you can't unring that bell, you know what I mean? Once they say it and you're live, you're just, oh well. So, alright, 2 3/4. Would you like my fancy cutting? Hello, Nova. So how are you doing, Andrea?
Hello.
Hello, Nova. That's Nova. He's right behind me. He's my big baby. Everybody who has been in my lives has met Nova. Nova's a ham. Oops, that one went flying on me. Okay, I'm only getting 2 out of each piece, so we're going to have to tear off a few more pages, but that'll be fine. We've got plenty. Like I said, it was a small paper pad, you know, a little 4.5 by, what is it, 6.5, and if you have friends that live in other countries and they can't get the big 12 by 12 paper pads because they cost so dearly, pick up a small little pad like this at one of the craft stores and tear off a few sheets and send them to them. They'll really appreciate it. Trust me. And I know in New Zealand for a fact that a 12 by 12 paper pad can cost them $30 to $50, even $60. And I've seen it. So it's terrible for their stuff to be so expensive. And my papers may not be cut perfectly straight. I don't care. Okay, let's see. Doing well, I'm glad. Well, I'm glad you caught me too. I just had a nice quiet morning. Hubby's gone to work and none of the grandkids came over. Got my carpets all cleaned Wednesday and Thursday, my daughter came and done that for me. Oh, that was a godsend, y'all. I mean, it was just wonderful. They hadn't been done in probably a good 6 months or so. And with 5 dogs and the birds, you know, I mean, I vacuum and go over. But she actually came in and pulled out my craft rack shelves because they're all on casters, and she pulled out the refrigerator and the stove for me because I'm unable to do that anymore. She really went above and beyond. It took 2 days to do it and get it pretty much put back together, but I was so grateful for it, you know. Cleaning your room. Oh, you're moving. When are you moving, Misty? Or you're just in the stages of talking about it and looking? I would hate to move. We have lived here 25, almost 26 years we've lived here. And, oh, I would hate to have to move. The stuff you accumulate, you know, it's a lot. I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of craft supplies. And I love them, and I use them. I don't hoard them. I have stuff maybe that I haven't used in a while, but I use it, you know. I don't hoard it. I like using up stuff and getting that new empty space. Nothing better. You live here for 19, that's a long time. Yep, it don't take long to grow out of a home. Our home is pretty good size. We raised 4 children here. So we have 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, living room, kitchen, laundry room. So it's pretty big. And of course, now that the kids are gone and everything, I've actually turned the living room into my craft room because we never used it. It was just an empty space. And I would go back in one of the smaller rooms, and I was outgrowing it. So hubby was like, we don't use the living room. Why don't you turn that into your craft room? Use the other one for your extra overflow. And that's what I did. He comes out here and he sits here at my desk in the morning and has his coffee. Everything's fine. He brings my coffee to bed every morning. He never misses a morning. I have a hard time when I first get up in the mornings. My spine and my legs don't really work quite so well. So he's wonderful. He brings my coffee into me and does whatever I need. I'm debating here, guys. I'm either going to end up cutting her head off. So I think I won't use this one just because it would look odd. Oh, yeah. You've got boys, so yeah. See, I had 3 girls and a boy. So, and my oldest daughter is quite a bit older than my son. He was my youngest. So, we're going to have to... I know y'all are probably thinking, why don't you just pull the cutter out, the trimmer? You know, it takes just as long to pull that trimmer out and line things up as it does just to sit here and chit-chat a little bit and cut what you need. The bigger machinery isn't always better. And we've done about this whole album with just this little blatant straight edge. You know, it works. I lucked out when I got my husband. I'm going to tell you, he's one of a kind. He's amazing with my mom. Since my dad passed away, I mean, he will do anything she needs, never complain. He makes sure that her trash is taken off and things are done. He maintains her car for her. So, and I have a brother that only lives maybe 20 miles away, and I don't even think he calls my mom once a week. I do have a sister. She lives in Indiana. So, you know, it's different for her. She's not nearby, but she does call and check on Mom, and she'll call me. It's like this morning, Mom didn't answer her phone when she called, and she says, "Have you heard from our mother?" And I said, "No." I said, we went to dinner last night, went to an auction. Said she hadn't been sleeping well, so if I don't hear from her, oh, we'll say by 9, 10 o'clock this morning, I'll go down and I'll check on her. So I think I can use this end. I'm going to go to something else. I think I will just make it down here. It's going to be a little bit of that, but I don't think it's going to show. That'll work. Didn't get too much of the dress form in there. It's true. You never know what's going to come out of that mouth. That's the scary part, y'all. You just never know. What, Nova? Because they get to where they don't care what they say to who, or, you know, they could give a rat's tail about it. And I get it, you know, you've lived a little bit and you're entitled to state your opinion, period, whether anybody likes it or not. But sometimes it's like, whew. And you just pray that you never hear your mom come out of your mouth, you know. But I'm sure I do. I am positive I do. Okay. Hello. Let's see how many we got and how many more we got to cut out, because we need 18. Known to be well behaved, especially in school. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ooh, we got 18 and 2 extra. So let's sit here and antique all these edges. I know it's a lot to do, but it's got to be done. Where did I put my inker, y'all? There it is. I must be doing better at staying in frame today. I haven't gotten kicked. Told y'all, go out of frame, kick me. Because I'm not always looking at my computer screen, and that's the only place I can pretty much tell if I'm in screen or, you know, off on a new one. One teacher even almost let me walk out. I look like her. You wouldn't do it. You're cute. Where do you live, Kennedy? I live just outside of Augusta, Georgia. I think Misty lives Missouri, I'm wanting to say. I know Brenda lives in Alabama. South Dakota. See, I can't remember names half the time, but I can remember states. My dad was a truck driver, so I've been all over. They have a rider program, a lot of the truck driving companies, and if my mom wanted to stay home once in a while for a week or two, either me or one of my kids would go with my dad. It was nice. It was a way to see parts of the country that you normally wouldn't, you know. So I enjoyed it. He worked for, can't remember the name of the company. I know he worked for Landstar Pool for a while. Celadon out of Indiana. So, and Fee, F-E-E, he worked for them. He was a trainer for one of the companies. You know, he would go out with new drivers and teach them before they would get hired on, for sure, while they were on their probation period. I don't know how long I've been on here today. Probably boring you guys to tears. Restart your computer. Oh, Debbie. I keep thinking I've got two pieces of paper stuck together. This is the longest part. Putting these in the album isn't going to take long at all. Getting them cut out and inked up. But I figured this album, my daughters have gotten one of those little, I don't know what they're called. They take the tiny pictures like from your phone and stuff and print them out. You know what those are. And this little album would be perfect for those size of little photos. I've about finished up a different album. It's a sewing theme, and I've made a keepsake box for it. And I like it. It's coming out really nice. I think it's going to be a gift. I know I've got to go to the grocery. If I don't go later today, I'll just have to go tomorrow. We are about out of milk. Them grandbabies they like to hit the milk and cookies. My cousin in Chicago thinks it's so cool. South Dakota's pretty. But you have some rough winters, girl. We don't have too bad of winters. We hardly get snow. Once in a while we do. We've had a few ice storms. But, you know, it's not an every year thing. And Lord, let me tell you, I'm from Indiana, so, you know, I'm used to snow and all that. But down here, if you get the threat of snow, you cannot find a loaf of bread or a gallon of milk on the shelves. And you might get an inch, 2 inches, you know, by noon the next day, it's gone. But you cannot get groceries. I mean, they just bottled water. You can't find it. So they stock up like they're getting a blizzard. It's hilarious. And our I just couldn't believe this. We have a Carolina Pottery down here. And in the winter, they close early for winter hours. And I'm thinking, are you crazy? The place hardly ever has any cars in the parking lot. I don't know how they even keep their doors open. But they have winter hours in Georgia. Yep. All right, Brenda. I'll talk to you later, okay, honey? We'll just PM. We'll do a video chat. Yeah, I know up north and out west, they get bad snows. But, you know, we don't. But I was shocked. I can't remember what I was going to Carolina Pottery for. And it was like maybe 6 o'clock. And pulled up and they were closed for winter hours. New hours. And I thought, that's just crazy. Absolutely nuts. Now, I could see if they closed a little different due to the heat in the summer, because our humidity, you open the front door and it just hits you in the face. You can't even get your breath some days. It's not like up north because, you know, you go and you sit somewhere in the shade, it's a couple of degrees cooler than if you're just right out in the sun. Well, down here with the humidity, it's just hot. No matter whether you're in the shade, the sun, it don't matter. So, my sister didn't realize the difference in the temperature with the humidity. And first time she come down, her and her husband, they were like, oh my God, you know. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, we may say 98 degrees, but with our heat index, it's 100 and whatever, you know. So, sit up for a minute. I've been leaning over inking all these, so we can put so many in piles. So they're mixed up a little bit. Going to kind of deal them out like a deck of cards and see if I got 6 in each. I got 7 in that one. 6. Might have counted wrong. Yep. All right. There we go. So, oops. They're all ready to go and start getting glued in. Yeah, Brenda's busy. Her journal is awesome. Have y'all seen her big girl she's had to cut down or take apart? It is something else. I'm telling you. She had made 4 signatures to go into it. She ended up with only room for 3. And then by the time she's added to them, those 3 are so big the book won't even close. So she's having to take them out and redo them. Well, Debbie, don't burn your dinner. I'm not as important as that cooking, honey. Yeah, she's doing an amazing job. And it's her first one. And Brenda's an amazing crafter. She does beautiful beadwork. She does polymer clay. But she's more now getting into the paper craft. She's really found her way, you know? And it's awesome. I do that too. I get involved. I guess that's why I don't cook anymore. Because I get to watching something, excuse me, and I forget all about what's going on around me. Let's see. We'll do pink. I'm going to try and lay them out a little bit to see how they look. Let's see. Maybe I ought to put this. So that's a lot of pink right there. But then that's a lot of blue. What if I do it? That'll work. And then let's see. Put that one under there. And put that blue will look good under there. Put that pink under there. There. Ha. Ha ha ha.
Hello.
I have met some of the nicest people on YouTube. Not to say now, I have met a few stinkers. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be right out there, up and honest with you. And I do try to get into everybody's channel. If I don't make it to a live, I try to watch the replays, and I mention it on my channel. It's like Debbie with her, she made a album that looked like a mini suitcase, I think it was. And it was adorable. I love that thing. I don't think I could ever make one and it come out as lovely as hers did. I've never made a junk journal. I'm really hooked on making albums. I mean, I'm going to try a junk journal. I'm considering kind of, I seen somebody did one. And I've been playing around with the idea for a while of making an album that's also got stuff to journal. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think. I think it was, oh, what's her name now? I watch her. See, names are hard sometimes. What is her name? Genevieve. And it was today. And she's come out with a new one, and she calls it a hybrid. And I've been drawing around and playing with the concept for a while. Brenda and Tanya have, we've been doing those video chats, and I've been talking about it for a little while. Redoing, trying to come up with, because I've never made a journal. So I'm going to watch hers and see how it comes out. But yeah, I think that's a great idea. I like the concept of both. I still got to figure out a closure for this. I'm thinking I'm just going to go with a pretty piece of ribbon. I like the ribbon. I think it just adds that little bit of an elegance to it. Kind of country and sweet. But I watch so many videos. Y'all just would not believe the amount of videos I watch. Love making albums and journals as well. I'm working on one. And the first week. Aww. You've come close to burning things more than once. I don't cook hardly anymore. Once in a great while. Because hubby's usually at work. He's only off 2 days a week, and those are Tuesday and Wednesday, and he takes me and my mom out for dinner. And the rest of the time, it's usually just me and my mom. So there's no need to cook, you know, for just 2 people. So I don't do that. And then I don't eat lunch. I don't do breakfast. So hardly ever cook anymore. I was glad when my kids finally got old enough and I didn't have to cook anymore. You know? Kind of get tired of cooking after so many years, right? I mean, we do it for years and years and years. Finally, our time comes and we don't have to do it anymore. Oh, that's cute. See, those magnets hold it down just nice. I like that. So, another waterfall. I'll put the butterflies on the back. Well, this butterfly there. I like that green. Oh, I didn't have an extra. I miscounted. So that one, I'll put that one there. That'll work. That's okay. You do what you need to do. I understand, Misty. I've had little dudes myself, and when it's nap time or they want attention, you can hang it up. So you have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Yeah, I know Misty's got her hands full. Yes. What's the matter, Dolly Dolly? We are hopefully going to finish this little bugger up. I'm hoping. Because I've already got ideas for other things I want to do. And I don't want to start one and then not finish it, you know? The last one we started on a video, y'all will recall. And then my computer went out and I wasn't on for a while. And then I got to looking for it before I was going to go live, and hubby had spilt coffee on it and tossed it. And I was like, no. And he's like, well, honey, it had coffee. And I'm like, yes, but you don't understand. Sometimes we like that coffee stain look. Yep, you do, Andrea. It's true. So I told him if he ever spilled on anything else again, please don't throw it away. It might be something we really want. So, what you doing, Dolly? I mean, right now, these birds and the dogs are, you know, kind of like my kids anymore. We have one little Chihuahua. She's a rescue. She was due to be euthanized the next day. I picked her up. I met the woman at a Dollar Tree parking lot. And it was probably about 7:30 at night. Said that she was deemed unadoptable because she would get out and take off and wouldn't listen to people. Oh, I took her, and the bad thing is, the poor little thing, she's deaf. So if they would have taken the time to find out, she wasn't running off and ignoring them. She was running off because she was deaf, you know? I gotta trim just a tiny bit of this one off. Oops. So, and her name's Millie, and she's a wonderful little dog. I love her to death. She's in charge. Trust me, she's in charge. She bosses around my pit bull. And they all get along wonderfully. So, it's just the way it is. But I couldn't believe nobody had taken her to a vet or spent enough time with her to find out she was deaf. She wasn't ignoring people. She can't hear you. So we are very protective of Millie, because if she does get out, you know, she can't hear you call for her and she gets lost. And we live by a highway. Highway 1 goes all the way from coast to coast. And if she would get down on that highway, she wouldn't hear a semi or a car, and she would get hit. So, like I said, we're protective of our babies. There. All right. The second waterfall down. Isn't that cute? I like this. One more waterfall right there. Everything is put together. Well, you go, Debbie. You get what you need done, honey. And contact me later. Thank you, Andrea. 3 years to 21, and I get to drink. You don't want to drink, Kennedy. I mean, I'm not saying on your 21st birthday, you're going to want to go out and really, really have a good time. But once you wake up and you are hungover, you'll get the idea. You'll be like, it's just not worth it. And it's not. It's really not. Yeah, I like this little album, and we haven't spent a whole lot of time working on it. So, let's see. That one there, that one there. I think I'll put butterflies there. That blue. And the pink. And once we get that glued down, then we can move on to the back cover, front cover, spine, and our closure. Well, hey, Tina, how are you? Yes, I have an email, honey. Let me put it in here for you. Let me find this. There we go. There you go. Nice to see you, Tina. I have not seen you in so long. I went in one of your lives trying to think when it was, and you had a packed little room. Your chat was moving pretty quick. So, how are you? Everybody doing well? The kids, the grandkids? I miss your mornings with the grandkids coming in. I am finishing up this little album we started. I didn't work on it all week. I haven't been able to be on. You know, it's just been so busy. And it's like I explained the other day, I can't always come on just because I want to with, you know, I take care of my mom and she's going to come first, you know, so, and that's just the way it is. But we started this little album last Sunday, I think it was, and thought we'd finish it up. I did come on, can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday, and we made some little flowers that I'm going to use on the cover of it. But just kind of relaxing a little bit. It was a nice quiet Saturday here, which is unusual for Saturdays around my house to be quiet. I have 13 grandchildren, so, and 4 kids, and somebody is usually in and out on the weekends, you know. It's just the way it is. And I told my daughter, because I know she started her own painting company. Believe it or not, she started a painting company, and they just got a contract here in Augusta painting apartments. And she wanted to know, could she borrow my good ladder? And I told her, yeah, but I needed to know when she was coming because, you know, I was planning on going live today, and I didn't want to be interrupted. So we made a deal that when I got off, I would just call her and she could come then. So, but yeah, she started her own painting company. I'm very proud of her. She's licensed and bonded, everything. She did it all. So that was cool. As long as I don't have to work for her, you know. Sam had the summer off. Got a job dealing. He went to school with Oh, that's great, Tina. I'm glad things are working out for Diamond and Sam. They had a rough, you know, with him going to school and her working, and, you know, that's rough. So you're like me. I love to see my kids get ahead in life. You know, it just gives you that sense of pride. You did something right, you know. Because there's so many of them out here that wouldn't know or get off their butt to do squat. So, yeah, it gives you a good sense of pride. I know it's their accomplishment, but, you know what I mean. We're not getting notifications either, Tina. I've even went back and unsubscribed and then resubscribed and rerung the bell, and forget it. It just isn't working out. I got one for Laurel the other day after the fact. She was going off when I got my notification. I was so annoyed. You know? It's like they keep messing with YouTube, and the more they're messing with it, the worse it's getting, you know? So, I'm glad it's not just me having that issue. Because I tell people, I'm not getting my notifications, and I don't want anyone to think I'm just not bothering, because that's the furthest from the truth. You know, that's how I met everybody, was going into other live streams and chit-chatting, and I miss that. I really miss it. Well, hi, lady. Yep, YouTube needs to get it together. I got to trim a tiny bit off of this one, too. And I'm not even measuring. I'm just kind of eyeballing. Like I said, I haven't used my paper cutter. This whole little album I've done with this to cut out. So, just to show you don't have to have the big fancy paper cutters and stuff to do. You don't have to have a 12 by 12 paper pad to do it. You know, I'm using a 4.5 by 6.5 Teasdale It's by Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby, and I got it on sale. But you don't have to have all that fancy stuff. You just don't. Alright, we got it together, guys. It's got a magnet in there. Got a belly band here. Got a pocket here. Got another waterfall with a magnet there. We got another pocket here. We got another belly band. This is a blank one. And another waterfall with a magnet. So now we got to figure out the closure and decorate the covers. And it's done. And I think it's adorable. And those little new things they've come out with that will print off for your phone and stuff. I can't remember what they're called, but you know, they print the small pictures. This little album would be perfect for something like that. So, well, thank you. So, Lainey, how are you? And where are you from? I'm just outside of Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're getting terrible with it. They really are. I'm sitting up for a minute, y'all. My back is just burning. If y'all have any nerve damage, you'll know that when it's aggravated, it feels like a sunburn, even though you haven't been out in the sun. Well, thank you. Like I said, I'm planning on doing a different type of a album. I've got some black faux leather, and I'm thinking about painting a dragon eye and doing it with the polymer clay and putting it in the middle, but covering the album with the black faux leather. From daycare. Let's see. Oh, you're outside of Hershey, Pennsylvania. Okay. My friend was just up through there. She went to Boston. Her family lives up there. Daycare and a friend of a little restaurant during the summer. Oh, well, that was good. When are you going live again, Tina? Because, like I said, I'm not getting my notifications, and I have missed your lives. Well, hi, Wendy. I did not see you come in, honey. Stacy is awesome. She was in my live, I think it was last Monday. This past Monday, I think she came in for a while. We had a good old time. And Stacy's very busy, so you know, it's something to have her have the time to come in and visit you on a live, because she's so busy with her channel and her dogs and with her medical issues. You know, it's pretty cool. You're making a mini Halloween journal from your scraps. Oh, cool. Well, when are you going live again so I can write it down and hopefully get to it, since I'm not getting notified? I would love to do a Hangouts with you sometime, just to chit-chat even. You were one of the first few YouTubers I started watching. Yeah, it's just a perfect little mini album. And the thing is, the spine is a stack the pages. So you don't have to have a spine. This is actually, you know, I fixed 2 pieces of paper together so I could do my spine. And you just glue on top of each other. You don't have to do all that accordion folding and worry about it. And it comes out great. So if you get a chance, I learned how to do this spine watching Genevieve Designs. So check her out. If you're not subscribed to everybody in here, please do. You'll meet a lot of very talented people and really nice people, I'm telling you. Now I know I want this for my cover. I love this. So I'm going to trim it down and get that glued on. And I like that green. I don't know why. I just think it goes well. Some of the green in here. My camera's probably not picking it up, but it does match quite well. So I'm going to use that on the back. And don't know. I may use a piece of this on the side for the spine. I just think it's kind of cute. So, yeah, Jen is amazing. I'm waiting for the paper to be released. Yeah, I haven't found any Halloween paper yet either. And I've bought all the little junk. I want to do my daughters and my daughter-in-law an album for Halloween because they have pictures of their kids from the time they were little starting trick-or-treating all the way up to now. And I would like them to be able to put them in a Halloween album for each family. I just think it would be cute, and I'm just waiting to get some cute Halloween paper. Alright, I'm going to remeasure this so I know I get it right. And we are 4 inches. It should be 6, but yep. So I'm going to cut it at 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. See, Kennedy, people do find me and come in eventually. Oh, Tuesday night at 10, but I'm thinking of changing and making it earlier. Miss going during the day. I miss you during the day, Tina. I really do. I mean, you were one of those I would hang out with about all day long and just, well, you know, I would chat with you. So, I miss that. I really do. That is going to be cute. So, let's ink it up. Yeah, everybody, subscribe to everybody. Chit chat. And I'm going to tell you, if you're one of those people that look for somebody who just keeps their head down and starts crafting and, you know, gets down to business, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not your channel. You will not like my channel because I do enjoy chit-chatting with people, and I can't just stay hunched over for the entire time. I have to sit up. I have 5 dogs I have to let in and out. You know, there's other things in my life going on while I'm doing this that I'm also taking care of. So, have I gotten my thumbs down yet? I'm kind of worried about my troll. I wouldn't want them to miss giving me my thumbs down. They've even done me the honor of going back to videos when I first started that hardly even had any views or anything and giving me my thumbs down on them. So, you know, I look at it this way. It's a thumbs down, but it's a view. No matter what, you're rating my channel. You're helping me out. So keep doing it. If you really wanted to hurt me, you'd leave it alone, because no rating is the worst. Any rating's better than nothing. Cooking for a no drama channel. Yep. Jan going to teach me how to make them. Ooh. Jan's Crazy Life. Jan. She's another one, y'all. If you haven't subscribed, check out Jan's Crazy Life. I watch a lot of, if you like different things, what is her name? Yvonne Williams, Back to Earth Creations. She does chainmail, wire wrapping, polymer clay, gardening, you name it. This girl has it going on, and she's amazing. So check her channel out. Of course, Genevieve's Designs. Oh, Tina, I'm going to show you what I made. And may do one on here. It's not quite done. But while I was out, when my computer crashed, I made this little box. I used buttons for the feet. And I put a magnet under this button, so it's got a closure. I've still got to finish the inside of the lid and the bottom. And I made this little album, and I have a rubber stamp that looks like a zigzag stitch, so I went around it. I've got to do this yet and this. I haven't gotten to that part yet. And I made this little album, and it's got a waterfall here. And let's see. I've got a belly band sideways there. This pulls up and gives you a flip out, and it's decorated on both. And let's see. This one flips out. And then I've got a little belly band here with a couple little, and there's another waterfall and a pocket on the back. So I got to finish this one up. But this is what I worked on when my computer was down and I could not do any lives. So I like it. I think it's cute. Oh, Principal. You're doing one like this? You talked to Genevieve just this morning. Yeah, she is. She's very talented and very nice. She lives in Louisville, Kentucky. I used to live in New Albany, Indiana, which is right across the river. Got some really cute Halloween printables on Etsy, and not bad price either. Ooh, I'm going to take a nap because I'm tired. I don't blame you, Kennedy. Take you a nap. Alright, now I got to cut the back, and I'm going to remeasure because, you know, just because I put it together doesn't mean it's right. 4 by 6, so 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. It was nice to meet you, Kennedy. Well, how did you do your box, Tina? I've been making patterns for different boxes because I like, we went to a little shop down in Savannah 4th of July week, and they had little albums in these little boxes, and I thought they were so cute. Well, then of course I come back and started trying to make some and figuring it out, and that's when I stumbled onto Genevieve. So I watched hers, and I go by measurements, so that wasn't going to work for me because I do go along with measurements. So I just went ahead and I kept playing around until I made a template, and there it was. I feel at least get a thumbs down every other video. Don't bother me. It used to bother me. Now it's like, yeah, exactly, Tina. You know, there's going to be haters out there. And the bad thing is, I pretty much think I know who it is doing it. And that's fine. You know, got your panties in a wad. It doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. I've always said I've got thick skin, you know. What gets me is if you've got the gonads, let's be honest, you give me a thumbs down, can't you at least have them to tell me what you think should be done different? How could I improve to make it better? You know, instead of hiding behind your anonymity, you know? So, but, you know, there's people like that out there, and that's just the way it is. And I don't let it get to me anymore. I really don't. I tease about it, you know. If I don't get my thumbs down, my troll's sick, and I need to make a get well card. So, I ran into some crazy people in here. Oh, yeah, there are. There are some nuts, let me tell you. But, you know, you got to weed out and find the good. There's a lot of really good people in here, too. All right, we are 1.5 inches, so I'm going to go by 4. So I'm going to go 1.25 inches by 3.25 inches. I would like to have that. Let me see if I can get that in there. 1.25 inches. I can just get it. No, I can't. Yeah, I can. 1, 2, 3.25. I can just get it. Ha! Just barely. I think. If I scooch down just a teeny tiny bit. It's going to cut that M off, I think. But it may not cut off too much. Yeah, 1 whole M. That's not going to work. Maybe I'll deal with the journal. That might be cute. So we'll go 1.25 inches. Oh no, you know what I did? I gotta pull this up. We gotta get a piece of lace under here for the closure. Oh, thank God that glue has not set. Okay. Alright, we'll get it. It'll be alright. By 3 3/4. So I'm gonna slide that down to there. Yeah, I miss watching you and Diamond too. I haven't got to see a video from Diamond. Is she even doing them anymore? Yeah, they're real easy to do, Tina. I'll give you some measurements if you want. I didn't do any real big, you know, because it's hard to find paper that'll, you know, cover it all. Hang on a minute. This little album, and I did this out of a piece of poster board, but I didn't buy regular poster board. What I did is I went to Walmart, and they have, where did it go? It's heavy duty. And you get like 8 sheets in a pack. Is this it? Nope. Oh, here it is. Okay. This is what I used for my base of my box. It's heavyweight boards. You get 8 in a pack. I think they're between $3 and $4. And I get them in the craft section, but where the kid craft section is, not where the poster board is. And it's heavyweight. And that's what I used for the base of that. And like I said, it come out, it's pretty sturdy, you know. So, and but the box ends up being 4 and just over half. I think the album ended up being like a 4x6. Yeah, just over 4 by 6. And, you know, you got plenty of places in there to put stuff. But the box was easy to do. Yeah, the good outweigh the bad. They do. Let's see. This is what I needed for that. Now what did I do? Oh, I forgot to peel this side up. It'll be alright, Chuck. Give me a minute. You know, but in anything, you've got to find the good and the bad, you know. That's just the way it is in general. And I think I'm going to use this ribbon to make my closure. Oh, come on. Fingers don't want to work. There we go. Trash down here. And let's see. Let's get this going again. See, I mess up. And this will hold just fine. It's not hurt any. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball center. I think that looks pretty good. Let that get down there. It'll be alright. And let's see. I'm just going to cut off a good length. I can always trim it up. It'll be alright. But yeah, you're going to find good. You're going to find bad. Not everybody, you know, likes the same thing. So, but most of the crafting community is pretty awesome. And if you run into the stinkers, you know, ignore them. Move on. Well, I did it again. Do you believe that? See, I get to talking and forget what I'm doing. Alright, that looks pretty centered. Okay, now we got it. We'll trim that off down here. Can't even tell it. Now we got to get the spine on. I think that's cute. Let's glue it on. If you're too sick, you have to make him a good little card. It's true. But then if I mailed it to the person I'm pretty sure it is, I would get accused of being a bad person, you know. But just, oh well, it's just the way it is. Make sure I get this on the right direction. Yeah, we need to start a club for trolls to make them get well cards. Alright. And there's our little ribbon closure. Like I said, I can trim these ribbons up. I like a nice bow. Alright, so we did that. Not looking too shabby. So now we got to do something with this front. And I'm not real sure right now what I want to do with it. I'm thinking maybe some lace. I've got this real old looking lace. I'm thinking maybe a little bit of lace. Add some flowers. You know. People just do stuff to be mean to you. There's a lot of mean people out there, but what are you going to do, you know? A lot of us, we just kind of ignore it and move on. It needs, see, these little flowers we made the other day. I think I'm going to put a little pile of them. I've got some more in here that we did. Need some of these little ones pulled out. Maybe tuck a couple around. That one might be a little too big, but I like that little one there. It just looks cute. And let's see. Believe it or not, I kind of like the way that is. Let's try this light blue one. And see how that'll look. That looks kind of cute. Kind of like that. Kind of simple, but, you know, you can see it. I think that's what I'm going to do for the cover of that one. Like I said, I've got a couple of tags yet that we've got to do some things to. I need to add some of that stuff to this little flower. It's not shiny at all, and I like them to shine up a little bit. And when I run out of this pen, I'm going to use this stuff, this iridescent medium. It works just as well as the fancy pens. And it's a lot cheaper. So, let's see. Let's get this little flower over here. He just looks like he belongs there. Come on, glue. Give me a little bit. There you go. Yeah, that just looks like it belonged there. Just needed to be there. Kind of want it on top a little bit there. Oh, my glue's getting angry with me again. It's starting to spew. What do I do with my paper towel? Ah, that looks cute. That just looks cute. Alright, now let's get a piece of lace. I need a straight edge here. I'm glad you like my little troll idea. I mean, if I don't get my thumbs down, I know something's wrong. You know, it kind of gives you something to look forward to. And it lightens the mood when you joke around about it. It's just the way it is. Okay, come on. Get on there. Try and do straight. Me and straight don't do well sometimes, you know. There we go. We're down there. Just that little bit of lace makes that so cute. A little bit on this edge so it doesn't lift up here. I hope I'm still in frame. Nobody's kicked me yet, so I don't figure I'm doing too bad. Okay. There. Isn't it cute? And it's just simple. It's nothing big, fancy, you know. It's just nice and simple. I like that. So now let's do a couple of tags. I've got these little tags. And let's see, I've got a couple of big ones. And I was thinking maybe I might need to maybe tuck one in that belly band. I know they're a little tall. Oh, that'll work. And let's see, I've got another belly band there. Maybe we could fit 2 in one. And then I got another one for back here. So let's get them decorated up and be done with that. And that'll have this little album done. So I think I like that little bird. I know I took that girl's head off, but if I put a piece of ribbon on there, I don't think it'll really show. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue it down on there and use it. I just like it. At least get it glued on and then trim it out and keep the edge up. I'm just covering the whole thing. I'm not going to do a mat on it. Ooh, all over. Let's see if I can get it down here and line it up pretty good. Oh, there we go. That's nice. That'll work. And then I can just trim it off from there. If I can pick it up, I'm telling you. I don't know where I got these little scissors, but I love these little scissors. They just work so well for my hands. I don't know what hubby's going to bring home for dinner tonight. But he said he'd pick it up, so we'll see. Oh, if you can't get the little buggers, these little foam thingies, I went to Dollar Tree and they have these makeup sponges for $1. And let me tell you, these little suckers work real good. And I don't get that, you know, that round, when you dab these on the ink and when you go to get it, it leaves a perfect round spot. I don't get that with these. So I'm just using up what I got till I'm done, but I bought a bunch of those and I'm going to start using them. Yeah, I hope it's something really good too. All right, where's my paper punch? There it is. Let's see. And let's see. Pretty little piece of ribbon. I think this might be long enough. At least I can use it instead of wasting it. Oh, come on. I'm telling you, fingers are not working. There we go. Oh, that's cute. Cute, cute, cute. I like a little more of the tail on them. That'll work. It'll stick out just a little bit. Be cute. So, let's see. What else we got? This one. What other paper do we have? I was trying to look about scraps, but I don't think... You know, that might work just to put them butterflies right down the middle. Why not? Beats wasting it. My glue. If it's not exploding on me, it's not wanting to come out. And the only thing with this glue, it's kind of like the, oh, you know the kind I'm thinking about, the Fabri-Tac. I hate to say it, but my gosh, it's like snot. It's sometimes so gross. I'm going to ink the inside edges because I'll be able to get to the other ones, but once this is down, I won't be able to get into it. So, ink that up a little bit. Be all right. And let's see. I know I put glue over the whole thing, but it'll be all right. We'll put some ribbon or lace down those edges. It won't show. It'll probably roll right off. Yep, there it goes. See, that's the good thing with this glue. It's what I like about it. You're not just stuck with whatever. Alright, now let's trim this out. You know, because sometimes we don't know exactly what we want until we start, and then it's like, oh, well. And it's cute. Let's poke our hole. Yeah, see that glue? Now it wants to come out. When I need it, it don't want to. It's just crazy. There. There's that. And let's see, 2 more. I don't know if I'm going to get them. Let's see. I kind of like that idea. And then maybe run a piece of lace across here. Let's try it. What do we got to lose? What's the matter, Bubsy? You gonna make some racket now? I tell my husband he's just a glorified pigeon. He's a Chimna African Grey. And he's hilarious. He sounds like an old grouchy old man. Let's see if I got enough on there. Oops. See? get you inked real quick. Won't take but a minute. Alright, let's lay that on there. Pretty straight. I'd rather use these little scraps up as to waste them. Sometimes we get so many scraps from doing projects, you don't know what to do with all of them. I mean, there's no way we could use up all the scraps that we create. I don't see it. Not that I wouldn't love to, but, you know, we get a lot of scrap. And I can't be the only one. Alright, what else have we got? Guess what? That'll work. Oh, just kind of... This one looks a little better. It's got a little more faces on it. That'll work. So just round that. I mean, how many of y'all do this stuff and the amount of scraps you get? Okay, Tina, thanks for coming in, honey. I hope I get to catch your next live. If you think about it, private message me when you're getting ready to go on so I can get in there. Have a great day. Yeah, you try to use it, but, I mean, come on. There's no way we can use it all. I mean, I know I can't. I've got so much. You know, I get scraps of the cardstock. I mean, big pieces like this, yes. But, you know, when you get 15, 20 pieces this size, and you do it quite often, it's hard to use it all up. Like I said, I'm trying my best to use up some of my scrap because I hate to waste. I mean, I remember my grandmother talking about saving things from back in the Great Depression and stuff, you know. So, I was raised on a farm in the country, and you don't waste anything. So, it kills me to waste. It really does. But sometimes there's it's just the way it is. Alright, those are cute. Let's get a ribbon on them. I think, to be honest, I think we're about done with this. And it only took, what, we worked on it last Sunday and today. Other than the flowers that we made, I think it was Monday I came on and made the flowers. And we made quite a few flowers, but, you know. But it's nice, it's simple. It doesn't take a lot of supplies to do this one. And sometimes you just need something simple, you know? Bye, Andrea. Or are you saying goodbye to Tina? Tina, she's such a nice lady. She really is. Like I said, I've missed so many, but I'm not getting notifications. The ones that I do actually even happen to get in on I happen to be looking at my phone and going on YouTube and going through and see somebody live. It's ridiculous. Okay. Come on. There we go. One that way, one that way, and tuck you in here. Alright. We did it. Made some little tags. That little tag I don't think is going to stay there. I wonder if I could make something to go down here to hold it up, maybe. I mean, the others aren't, but these two aren't doing too bad. I may have to make something to go. Yeah, let's see. What have I got? You know what? I'll bet a little flower down there. Where did I set those little buggers? I'll bet you. Let's see. If I fix a cute little flower down here on a piece of craft foam, and it could sit in there and hold it up. I bet that'd work. Where's my craft foam? There it is. Haha. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? And this stuff is super sticky. Cut it down. And let's see. I'm just going to eyeball it and say that looks not quite center, but close enough. And then that can go right in there and it'll sit on there. And that'll be cute. And we'll do the same on this one here. I got this cute little flower. And let's put it. Okay. And let them sit down on that and they won't fall out the bottom now. Ha! That'll work. So, very cute. That'll work. Sit up there. Sit up there. Why does it keep wanting to go over the wrong way? Maybe it's not down far enough. It's alright. I'm sure it'll work. Anyway, there's our little mini, and it's done. I'm good with it. I'm liking it. Like I said, it's not real fancy, but it's got a lot of little space in it to be such a little guy. It's 4x6 on the outside, and it's got 3 waterfalls. So, what do y'all think? I don't think it came out too shabby. Got a waterfall here for pictures. Open that one. Got a pretty little tag. Got a blank spot here. Got a pocket here. Got another waterfall here. Got another belly band there. And another waterfall here. And another, oh, we didn't do this tag. See? Alright. What are we going to do with this tag? What have we got? I like those flowers with that butterfly. I think I'm going to fix that on there. Wonder, maybe do that one down the center like we did that other one. That'd look cute. Alright, let's get it done. See, I'm glad I went back through there. Well, thank you, Andrea. You know, you never know what you're going to forget, and going back through, just Y'all didn't tell me I left a tag out. But yeah, it's going to be fine. And I'm gluing the whole thing out of habit. So I'll have to rub off some glue, y'all. It'll be alright. It rubs right off. Let's get it trimmed out. Yep, I really thought I'd got them all. And it didn't take long to build that little album. I mean, probably a couple hours last Sunday, I think we worked on it. And what, I don't know how long I've been at it here today. Well, hey Joyce, how are you? Let's get this little bit of glue smooshed out, off. But yeah, it's been a quick little album. I'm really kind of surprised how quick it went together, y'all. But I did enjoy it. It was a nice little album to deal with. This glue and me are going to fight today, I'm telling you. Alright, now where did I stick that roll of ribbon? Should have been right over in here. Now I don't even see it. Didn't fall in the trash can. Just a simple little roll of ribbon, and it has growed legs. Oh well. It'll show up sooner or later. I know it. But, yep, there's the paper pad we used. Kirby Teasdale Studio Papers from Paper Studio. 120 sheets, and we didn't use a whole lot for this album, so found it. So not bad at all. Let's get this in through here, and we can call this pretty little album done. And I don't think it didn't take me a lot of the cardstock to build the base of it. I think it might have been, I'll have to count them. There we go. Because I think it was just 6 pieces of paper built the base. 6 pieces of the cardstock, and I used where did it? Hush, Willie. Hush, Willie. Thought it was in here. I know I got it at oh, where did I get it? I got my cardstock from, I think, Michael's. I'm pretty sure this is Michael's cardstock. Their Recollections, it's 65-pound weight. I get my black, my gray, the cream, white, and the cardstock cover, the craft there. And I wait till they go on sale. So we're done with it, and I'm happy with it. I was surprised I was able to get 3 waterfalls in the little thing. For a 4x6, it's got a lot of space. Really does. Not bad. Alright, I'm done with it, Joe. Let's get it tied up. I've got two big dogs in here wanting to play. Willie and Molly. So, they're going to get a little rowdy. So there it is. And we're done with that. So, so I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Anybody know how long I've been on here chattering away? Almost 3 hours. 2 hours and 41 minutes. Oh my. So, but we finished the little album and I'm happy. And I will come up with something different to do. If y'all have any ideas, something you'd like to see or have done, tell me about it. If I can figure it out, we'll do it. Yeah, 3 hours. That's a long time. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I appreciate y'all's time. I appreciate your company. I enjoyed it. I hope y'all enjoyed a little bit. I hope y'all try. If you haven't, make a little album. You'll be hooked once you make one. But I'm going to get off here and tell everybody goodbye, and I hope I see you in another live stream or in mine next time. Everybody have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.